Howdy everyone, welcome back to more of Let's Play Kessen 2 on the Black Shadow, and if this one takes 2 hours, we've got a problem.
Cao Cao forces Chengdu to surrender, resulting in the death of Liu Zhang.
Yikes.
Liu Bei is able to escape to Pt.14 in the eastern Jing Province. Cao Cao and his army pursue Liu Bei and surround Pt.14.
Alright, so the hunt is going on then. He's on the run.
Let the meeting begin. Everyone lay out your ideas.
Liu Bei is still our greatest present threat, but Sun Quan is always preparing his forces for a full-on war against us. Why don't we get to his soldiers and show them how hopeless it is to resist us? That could put an end to it.
If Liu Bei puts everything he has into a counter-thrust, it could be very tough going on our men. If he tries it, it could even work if we haven't trained.
Recently, some thieves in Qing have been taken prisoner. Many of them are expert spearmen. How about putting them under Zhang Liao? Under his command, we could make them our elite spear unit.
My lord, tell us your wishes.
Alright, so let's see how the state of play is first. Here we are. Somehow we actually have some degree of supply. I don't know how this is actually possible, because, my god, it doesn't feel like it. Okay, so, we've got a few troop options here. We can persuade the MG troops, which is basically the same as we did in the last one, except against Wu here, in order to kind of reduce their numbers. I think we're really going to bother with that. We could do some training for our forces, which I might actually take. We also do have the king or Qing or Qing or, you know, king or maybe like, you know, cross-on unit, whatever the hell this game wants to call it, that we can make here under Zhang Liao, which, you know, is not a bad idea, but I don't really think, from my experiences of this game, that the spear unit really is all that great compared to, like, the armored spears that you've already got at this point. I'm guessing they're a little bit better? I legit don't really know, but as far as I can tell, there isn't really much of a difference it makes. So I think we're going to probably take Pang Day with this, but I'll show you this at least first. What do they look like? It's not like the Katana troops. Like, those are godly.
Bringing in the Qing soldiers has totally transformed my unit. From now on, we ride under the name of the Qing troops.
Can you come up with a better name than that? I don't know. I mean, they look alright, but I don't remember them being all that great, I'm going to be honest, so... Could just be me. Meanwhile, as for Shun Yu, let's see her break more people. Where would we put it this time?
Notice boards throughout Sun Quan's lands, with the strength and numbers of the Empire. Some soldiers have gotten the message, and now his ranks have begun to thin.
Question. How do you actually put these boards up? Isn't that kind of like... Wouldn't they be seen who's putting them up and then kind of like, you know, hang them or something? Throwing it out there. But we're going to go ahead and just take the training, I think.
I've made up my mind. We will be victorious.
Yes,
Lord.
sir!
Our troops have obviously made significant progress from all their training and dedication. So whenever the enemy chooses to attack, we will be ready.
Again, technically, it's your officers that are trained, but hey-ho. Xiaodong, Guojiao, and Himiko's fame's increased. Himiko's fame going up is not bad. It gives her extra troops at command. Kaiwenge, Karen, and Pang Day's war abilities increased. That's pretty good. That's all really good. That's actually a decent spin. I'll take that. Thank you, game.
Hoping to finally put an end to the troublesome Liu Bei, Cao Cao begins his siege of Pt.14. Cao Cao receives an urgent message informing him that Sun Quan, leading the Wu army, has invaded the Jing Province.
Of course he has.
Cao Cao leaves the siege of Pt.14 in the hands of a vassal. He marches to Jing Province, where he begins preparation for a naval battle.
In the hands of a vassal. Doesn't tell us who, just a vassal. Whoa!
I even knelt down on the ground before you.
Oh my god! Not again. Holy damn!
Doing?
Don't
Wow.
use your tricks on Diao Chan.
But Cao Cao, you're the reason I've worked so hard. Why are you defending her like that?
Diao Chan is very precious to me, you know?
Why?
I mean, she taught me something precious.
What's that?
By one word from Diao Chan,
Is something going
Oh,
on
no.
between you?
I have been set free from the mandate of heaven.
Cao Cao
I'll stop these
You
natural
don't mean
disasters
you-
for good.
and Jiao Chan are...
Oh, no.
No! I can't take it!
But wait!
You've
You've got it all
traveled
wrong.
over my
Yeah.
direction. I'll never forgive you!
Great.
My lord, it's reckless to take arms against the mighty Cao Cao. Trust me on this.
Sir, it's hopeless. Someday Cao Cao will come and attack Wu.
There is no other hope. We must fight for our survival.
You know, if I was Wu, I'd probably be doing the same damn thing. Because you know Cao Cao's coming.
Just like GB.
Yeah, but we won.
Who could have guessed that Sun Quan would attack at a time like this?
All the fallen ashes must be brushed off forever.
I love how they're talking like we lost Chibi, yet we obviously did.
Commence the War Council. Report on your
Whatever,
situation.
gang.
According to our most recent scouting report, it seems the enemy is now in this position.
So, Wu Chang occurs totally differently to in the Shu storyline. This isn't like we get caught with just Guan Yu defending. We have to hold off the Wu forces as our reinforcements gradually arrive. Like, we're here and ready for a fight this time. So I guess that's good. It plays out differently, but it makes this a much easier fight, regardless. At least in my opinion, it does. Though the Wu forces are still pretty dangerous.
The enemy general Sun Quan must be forced to flee in this battle if we're to have a chance for victory. If, on the other hand, we are forced to flee, victory cannot be ours.
Christ's sake.
State your strategies.
Yes, Your Majesty. I have a suggestion for this attack. We will float many mines here, and if they are touched by anything, then boom! They explode! Your Majesty should send our fleet along the center, like so.
Oh, goodness.
Then, another flotilla will move here, taking up position in this area. Then we just wait for Sun Quan's fleet to be blown to smithereens by the mines.
So absurd.
Your Majesty, please give an ear to my plan. We'll take this position and place our mines here. Then Your Majesties and my units will lure the enemy into the mines. While we're doing this, the other flotillas go after their detached units. This will surely destroy Sun Quan.
See, okay.
May I, Your Majesty, I must advise that we try it like this. First, we take our position in two groups, with the mines floating in the channel here. Since the enemy will probably move in two groups, it would be best to counterattack them like this.
Seems pretty balanced.
Majesty, which plan do you prefer here?
So, yeah. The advantage you have in this one is that you basically have more physical units than the enemy does. This is the only, like, the 6 or 7 officers that Wu has, basically, in the game. They don't really have any others, so they just give them all one ship each, and they're like, well, go have a party, basically. But the thing is, you have numerical superiority in terms of the amount of physical units, which means you can always look to surround them. That's the big thing with something like Chibi, for example. Like, even on Expert Chibi with the Wayside, you are technically outnumbered just by 1 unit, and that makes enough of a difference to really put you on the back foot. Like, just pure numbers here makes such a big difference compared to, say, in a land battle where it doesn't matter as much surrounding enemies sometimes. Like in here, if you surround an enemy 2-to-1, like they get defeated really, really quickly on both sides. So, I think any of these is probably pretty reasonable. Simi Yi seems pretty solid, pretty balanced. I quite like his. Shun Yu's is a kind of a cool plan. Basically, just look to completely overwhelm the left side and stall on the right. And even Cheng Yu's as well, which is basically look to deal with the main forces here on the right side and kind of hang on the left and just bait the main force in and crush it and win the map. I think any of these is probably pretty good, but I guess I might take Shun Yu's. And then look to sweep a couple forces behind. I don't know, could go Simi as well. No, let's take Shun Yu's. I like it.
Let's use this strategy. Battle.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, 100%. Like, you can pick any of those you want. Again, this isn't really that difficult a fight. It's pretty easy. Battle. At least in Wu Chang with Shu, like, you have to hold off the enemy while you wait for reinforcements to get there. Which is difficult anyways, and on Expert, Wu Chang for Shu is an absolute bitch. Ugh. Now, you'll notice as well that we do not have our chain ships this time, which is unfortunate. It means that we will have to deal with the enemy forces sort of ship by ship, which obviously isn't as good for the player here. You'll also note as well that means that the Wu ships are faster than you. Like, the Wu ships are just the fastest on the water. That's just how it is. So, yeah. They will outrun you. Not as much as when you chain together. That definitely hinders your movement speed. But they still will outspeed you. So that's what makes Wu Chang really difficult for Shu on Expert. Is you basically have to run around for ages waiting for your reinforcements to turn up, which takes absolutely forever. Like, you physically can't stand and fight. You just get killed. So it's a pretty brutal fight.
Your order?
Anyways, we're not talking about that fight. We're talking about this one. So let's go quickly look at our forces here very quickly. So Cao Cao being joined by Cao Bu, who I think should be about 150 by now. And Cao Hong. That unit's basically going to stay the same rest of the game. Shun Yu being joined by Yu Jin. Yu Jin's unit here. So kind of a weird combination to have Yu Jin and the Shuang Fangs on the same field. So it makes this a pretty solid unit. Lots of generals, lots of officers, lots of good stuff to do. Pang Day with Guo Jia. We've got Xiahou Ba along with Zhang He. Zhang Liao being joined with Xiahou Dun. Cao Ren with Hu Ji, Deng Ai. Cheng Yu with Guo Xiao and Kai Wengi. That's a pretty good unit. Like, it can just sit there and support, basically, and just shoot anything it wants. That's a ton of bows. And then Simi Yi along with Yu Jin and Li Dian. Simi Yi actually does not have very much fame at all in this run, so his units are pretty, not that big in comparison to someone like Cheng Yu, like Shang Liao, for example. There's some really big units here, but Simi Yi is not the one. Hey-ho. Anyways, let's move our forces a little bit here. We want to try and basically lure the Wu forces into the mines here. That's what we're going to look to do. And we're just going to look to just completely overwhelm on the left. And then swing our forces around. I could admittedly break off one of our ships towards this side. I might actually do that. Let's actually send Pang Day this way as well. So we're not just completely exposing Cao Cao here to get him surrounded. That seems like kind of a bad idea. Cao Cao taking some interesting pathing here. I kind of want him to. I don't really like this whole being facing this way around. That's kind of Kind of silly to me. Let's turn him back round. I don't know if you can set off your own mines, by the way. I'm a little unsure. But I'd rather not try and find out. Yeah, here come the Wu fleets. Again, they're a lot quicker than yours. Garning as well down the bottom side. There's no real point looking up their enemy forces in any huge detail. None of them have sub-officers. They are all on their own. So the only way they can field as many units as they do is just giving them all one and just saying, have a party, you know, and good luck, basically. They're all on their own here. So that's where it's really good here. Like, it makes this fight so easy. Is that, like, they just don't really have a lot of tactics to throw.
Brother Sun Quan!
Oh!
We've come to your aid!
Oh, Sun Li approaches.
Well, damn. That's unfortunate. Let's give them some extra morale as well, so that's not ideal. Not moving. Interesting. We'll keep an eye out. Loose suit down here as well, by the looks of it. Okay then. So let's start closing ranks. Whoops. Still continue to press the wrong button there and again. So annoying. Right, let's start closing some ranks here. And start moving into the attack. Jing's going for that. He's going there. Simi's going there. That's fine. It's fairly decent. Pang Day, I guess we'll just move you up to like there. Seems feasible. Alright, here they come. Now they're gonna come into the mines. Here we go. You fools! Very nice. Nice hit.
You think you've won?
Kinda. So of course, tons of damage, plenty of disarray here. Right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna send Shun Yu in immediately. That means if they want to get a piece of us, they've got to come around and hopefully fall into more mines. That's the plan here.
Your order?
Right, I need to sort things out down there as well. That would be a good idea. I can't seem to... There we go. Now they're moving into engage. Good. Right, down here. Right, Sauron is going to be attacking Liu Su. Simi, I guess, is just going to be in support for now. We're going to try and send Cheng Yu around. Remember, Sun Li is going to be heading in. So we need to be a little bit wary of this. Don't know if Cheng Yu can get around. He probably can just about make it. Here's more mines. I mean, I don't know how you set this up, but hey.
Ha! You simple men.
Who? Me or you? We shall see. Alright, Taishi Chi up there as well. Okay, that's fine. Just bait them in, folks. Just bait them in. So yeah, it's all ship for ship now, which means that stuff like raids and such won't have quite as much value, unfortunately. Which is unfortunate.
Out of my way if you bounce your luck.
But you can still do, you can still, like, you know, use raids, still do a fair amount of damage, because what you end up doing is you just kind of hit the same dudes, like 2 or 3 times, and then they don't get back up. They stay down.
Anyone in my way will be stopped.
And it still does a lot of damage to the units you'll see here. Especially against someone like Liu Su, who doesn't have a lot of war, like, that's still pretty solid. More mines. And of course, bear in mind, every time they're hitting their mines, this is like putting their entire army in disarray. So much like a Changban Wei, when you're running into the mines laid by Xue. Like, it causes...
I wasn't looking.
No, I can tell. It causes problems throughout your entire army. And it works the same way here. You know, like, see, the morale even here has been going down with all these mine hits. So they're all down to, like, sort of 40, 50, that sort of thing. Which is, you know, a lot. It's kind of one of the reasons why this battle is just pretty... It's not too difficult. You just trigger all the... You get him to hit all the mines, and it's just like, you know, it's not even... It's not even a problem. I actually want to get Zhang He doing this. He does actually have raid. I want to get him some more, so...
Move! Or would you rather die?
I'm pretty sure Shahabar doesn't need it. I think he's at basically maximum war, so him getting the stat increases isn't really valuable. It's something you should bear in mind. It's still like stuff like this.
Your name's not worth remembering.
Yeah. You know, especially if you're trying to, like, you know, try and get the most out of, like, the various stat boosts here and there. Like, pay attention to what generals are basically maxed out war. You see, Shahabar's got maximum war here. You can't go beyond that, so there's no point giving him more, really. You're not really gonna get any benefit for it. Like, even Sun Li's taken morale damage. Pretty drastic. Let's see. Simi Yi can start making his way down, like, here. It's kind of strange with Simi Yi. Like, sometimes you go through, and Simi Yi can become, like, a really crazily huge unit, but he's just not really been involved in much fighting. It's kind of weird. Where it goes, I guess. I don't think he's got iron... Oh, he doesn't have iron... I thought he did. Well, that's bad times for him. I was fairly sure his unit actually had an iron wall, but I guess I'm mistaking him for someone. I don't know who. I'm pretty sure there's some Wu unit that has iron. Outside of, like, Sun Quan, all the rulers, quotes, unquote, have iron. Except for, well, Wendy. Ma Chao doesn't, and I don't think Ming Wu does. It's a good one. I love how this sounds like a freaking, like, a spaceship in orbit. Very nice. Yeah, it's just the power of the forces I have here. This is just like, Shouldn't you max magic? She's virtually there. She's at maximum fame, shouldn't you? Good job. Well done. I am impressed. Yeah, someone like Cao Cao's unit isn't really going to do too much damage-wise. We've got tons of, like, rally potential. But I've got nothing aggressive here, apart from maybe a battle.
No, shall return alive.
I still love when he says that. It's like, I'd be pretty terrified. Maybe that's what he's trying to just scare his men into like success or whatever. Very possible. Sounds a very sad thing to do. I'm trying to see if Zhou Yu's gonna go into the mines here. I'm not sure he's gonna go in though. Doesn't look it. Doesn't look he's gonna bite. Wow, there's Lu Su's already almost beat. It's kind of crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh man, can't actually do anything here. Well, we'll just do some raids here basically, and it's gonna pretty much win this.
For the Empire, make way for Zhang Liao.
Yeah, it's not a difficult battle this game. It's kind of a disappointment, really. I'll be slightly honest. Like, you know, given like what you feel like it may or may not have been able to have been.
That's all. You are nothing.
But ultimately, like, you know, the Wu, like, barely features, and they just don't have many officers, they never did. What they really should have done is give Wu a couple extra of their officers as subs, like, earlier on, so you can have just a couple more Wu ships and make a proper fight out of this. Like, you start this fight with the advantage. That shouldn't be happening. Oh, he's fallen for it! Oh, no, Zhou Yu! Oh, Zhou Yu. Actually fell for the mines.
Ha! You simple man.
That is most regretful. Yeah, look, the morale is just absolutely plummeted here. Like, it's kind of crazy. And maybe I needed this after, you know, like a freaking 2-hour scrap at Chengdu Castle. Maybe this is what I really need. So I guess I can't totally knock it. But even so. Oh, yes, of course. With his ship that's, like, just falling apart. It's just pieces missing in it. His men wishing that they had just surrendered and capitulated. That would have been a better choice.
Go. We'll blow them away!
The irony. I don't think Kai Wengi can, yeah, they're going to try and hold together here, but it's not going to be enough. I don't think I can do anything. I might be able to gale over there. Oh, I actually can. Oh, that cheers me up. You're the best guy. It's pretty amazing that I'm actually able to do this in game. Like, really, typically, like, the ships are all way too far from each other, but we've managed to find a universe where it's actually close enough for me to do this. Just about. No! Go up! Go up! Oh, it's so much better. It's a shame. That was a bit disappointing, actually, that. It was still a good hit, but I feel like that could have, it could have, perhaps should have been more. We're already getting the winning music, everyone. Like, it's kind of crazy. There we go.
Learned? Not yet, then. I see.
What's going on? I don't know what to expect now.
Yeah, Lu Su is beat. Sun Quan's around somewhere or another.
We are invincible. There is no army that we cannot stop.
Well, we'll never know what he has to say, but it doesn't really matter. We shouldn't be. Yeah. I don't know what you're hoping for, folks, but, well. This is basically just your warm-up for the final fight. But absolutely without question, this should have been made. Like, without a shadow of a doubt. This should have been made. Right, let's just surround and just wipe these units out here. We're gonna no need to waste too much time here. Don't know where. I have no earthly idea where Sun Quan is. He's hiding somewhere. We're gonna probably have to go and try and find him here. Xiaojun's not Iron Wall. Good on you. I forgot that you can pick up Iron Wall.
Father, did you see me in battle?
Ha! You may have saved your lord, but...
But what, buddy? Like, you guys have lost convincingly. Yeah, we'll use lightning if we can. He's gone into the sea there. His body was never found. I think Sun Quan's like hiding somewhere like here, I think? I'm a little unsure. We'll have to try and locate. But I think that's where he is. Yeah, just put this one there, basically. I'm guessing, like, in Expert, it might just throw, like, an extra couple of Shu units at you or something or another. And then just, like, that probably will do the trick. But it's, like, even 1-for-1. Like, the Wu forces, they're just... The advantage that they have, again, in Wu Chang, is the fact that they just outnumber you. That's their strength. That's what they're good for.
Our true destiny.
And you have to buy time, you know. Especially, like, you're an Expert. You start off, like, you've got yourself... You got Liu Bei's unit and Guanyi's unit, and Wu is like 8 or 9 freaking... Shadow Bar's learn charge, very nice. Wu just has 8 or 9 units immediately. Sun Quan gets into the fight almost immediately. And, you know, and it just takes so long to get the reinforcements in.
The reward for victory is a great one.
Yeah, you basically spend like 7 or 8 minutes literally just constantly running your forces away and trying to manipulate them and get stuck on each other. Like, you physically can't stand the fight. You just get overwhelmed and killed almost instantly. Because you just get surrounded and you just can't deal with the morale loss. You're just getting confused all the time. You just get ripped to shreds. Yeah, we're pretty good here. It's all fine. We'll take Zhang Li as you see if we can't try and find someone. I believe he's hiding on the other side of this rock or something. Rings a bell.
For the glory of Cao Cao.
That's all I can take today.
You'll be back, folks. Same time next week.
Nice work. Victory is ours.
I can't believe you! Idiots!
He's such a whiner, isn't he? Oh, God. It's all very, very entertaining. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where he's hiding. I could be wrong. I'll send, like, Pang Day down here just in case, but, pretty sure that's where he is. Oh, shouldn't use learn Gale! Oh, that's her 5th ability! Oh, that's nice!
Now cry, and then scream!
Sorry, Liu Bei, but we lost.
Check you, it's just... Use value for money. Pang Day's learned... Look at all these abilities we're learning! Raid, Gale, Charge, and Iron Wall. Man. Various formations we're picking up too. Wish I was learned Box. Man. Oh, hello. We have found him. There he is. There's Sun Quan. Right, we're just going to do it this way. Revise army strategy. All troops charge. Basically just auto-commands everyone to just target the nearest fucking unit and just go for them. That's basically what it does. It's pretty convenient. Man, we have learned a lot of good things today. Many, many nice abilities. Man, you shouldn't use 5th as Gale. Ooh. Ooh, that's really nice. That's really nice. I guess it makes sense. Man, I've got to get that on the Way Expert campaign. I imagine I probably will. Oh, we're not really a good spot to actually Gale anything. Actually, she is raiding us back. That's very rude, and he needs to apologize. Yeah, I don't expect I can Gale like that shit from here. Not really. And this ship's kind of too near to Gale, respectively. That's the only downside to Gale is you have to be some distance away. It's the only, that is the only issue. Oh, I've already used Hail. It's a nice one, man. We'll just do it this way. This also works. We'll get a little closer first. Make sure we get full value. Right. Sun Quan's got Iron with me. I forgot about this. I mean, just gonna go ahead and freeze the waters here. That's alright, that way we can just freeze the lake and then we can just fight like a land battle, right? Who needs to change ships? Just freeze the damn water. That'll work just as well. We'll do it this way instead. I should have used this as an arrow. I'm getting carried away in the fact that you're using Gale. Like, pretty much. I'm looking forward to showing off the expert battles. I thought there was a bit of mention about these as well, by the way. I'm just kind of popping this up. I don't really have any memory of the expert battles at all, of kind of what they do, or how exactly they work, everything, and whatever else. That was great using the language. Well done, Shadow. What I'm trying to say is that I haven't played the. I'm pretty sure I did. I feel like I've done the Liu Bei bonus chapter before, but I don't think I've done the Cao Cao one. I have no memories of doing the Cao Cao one, so I'm fairly sure that that one's new to me. I do remember a bit about the Liu Bei one. Basically, it's a remnant of Wei and Wu. And they kind of, like, attack you from nowhere.
They weren't worth the trouble.
They were a bit more than we could handle. Forgive me.
And basically the idea is that you are, you've got to basically, you get ambushed up north from, like, the remnants, and you start off the battle, like, crazy outnumbered, like, something like 10 or 11 units to 2. And he basically just got to hold off for as long as you can while you wait for your forces to gradually turn up more and more. A bit like Wu Shu. A similar idea, except it's on land, and you are, like, even more crazily outnumbered, pretty much. That's the rough memory of the battle. I could be wrong, but that's my rough take on the situation. Yeah, we're just getting surrounded here. This one's over. I apologize, the commentary of this fight may not have been that great, but, like, what more is there to say? It's just turn up and stomp. It's just rough and stomp.
For the glory of Cao Cao.
What's this? How is this possible?
Like, I don't even expect to have any problems doing this on expert. It might throw
The enemy general has been defeated. We won.
Maybe it'll throw a curveball at me or something like that, but I don't expect it to be too difficult. We'll see. Either way, glorious victory is ours.
Taste the strength of my army. Victory!
Easy game. GG.
I'm here to report that our army is strong and our country prospers from the spoils of war.
We didn't really take any casualties either. It was just a complete mop-up, yeah. There's 4 points there gained. Our military skill got up to 95 for the final fight. That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. I'm pretty sure, like, I've hit, like, higher than that before. I'm still pretty happy with that. Yep, some ultra horses here, ultra swords. Very, very nice. Good job, everyone. Alright. So, thank you all for watching the video, as per always. Chat's give it bits and pieces. Next time, we have the Wei Shu Showdown. The reason for it happening is a bit different, I believe, than what it was in the Wei story, which it has to be, because obviously it wasn't like Shu, like, looking to attack fucking Zhu Chang and everything like that. There's some weird contrived reason that it happens, but we'll talk into that next time. There's a lot of weird stuff that happens at the Wei Shu conflict for Wei as well, so we'll deal with it next time. Thank you for watching, folks. Take care of yourselves. And yeah, I suppose I will, I'll see you all then. Ta-tas.